What's the podcast
One, two,
episode?
one, two, one,
Well,
two.
it's actually kind of a fire way to start episode 300, but I'll
That's
cut
good.
it nevertheless. Um, you know who's really under pressure and you can see them backing down a little bit is the Earn Your Leisure guys. The Earn Your Leisure guys.
They just lost a bunch of money in the stock market, probably.
They've lost followers. They've lost. I mean, not followers. They've lost people who believed in them. People who took their advice to heart. They get killed.
What were they telling them?
They were very pro-Trump.
What?
Yeah, if you were looking at Earn Your Leisure, they believed Trump was a business person who could make the country a better yada 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 yada.
You are joking.
No, I'm dead serious. Look at the comments. They'll even say, "Hey, you guys were all rooting for Trump, etc., etc."
Then they get what they deserve.
And now folks is alienating them, and
oh my god,
yeah, they never came out.
What's Earn Your Leisure? That's a podcast, right?
Yeah.
What are they? White guys?
No.
Two black guys. Black guys from New York.
Yeah.
They have that New York sort of.
Oh, okay. I've heard the name before. I just didn't know the science behind them.
Their science basically is we are young entrepreneurs who are into financial literacy.
Yeah, young black entrepreneurs.
And financial literacy is the way to freedom. So boom, we have guests and hosts, and we talk about things that are relevant to the 50 and under demographic.
Yeah, black and brown.
Black and brown.
What was the knowledge behind voting for Trump? That makes no sense.
Their angle was businessman. He can make things better than buy it.
He's had no successful businesses.
The first week he got elected, the stocks went crazy.
Bro, what I'm telling you is it was the arrogance that they believed because it was their word. And now you can see in all their comments,
yeah,
the people they're doing a 180 on.
I love that. Good.
I mean, so what's the podcast? Episode 300.
Pivotal podcast.
Pivotal podcast. AKA socks are on the way. I tell you this, guys, we're gonna have to work. So
we gotta work.
Be prepared. We're gonna have to work to sell these. It's not just gonna be a repost. It's not gonna be a. We're gonna have to work.
We're going on tour. We're we're
Paris with us.
We're gonna have some pair of shoes. You know what I'm saying? We might not get to Paris, but we gotta bring out some Paris dunks because we're gonna need every angle possible.
Okay.
Sell these socks.
We got the Paris dunks right there behind them.
Right, and
no problem.
We're gonna need some of everything because the tariffs are very real, and
the tariffs are gonna get us on the socks too.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Oh no.
our suppliers. That's where the suppliers from.
China.
You know what I mean? So,
oh man,
we got the best guy in the world helping us. You know what I'm saying? But
what? How much of a price difference was it?
We're not gonna do
before and after tariffs? Was it like double?
We gotta go to find somebody in Turkey.
Nah, Portugal's where it's at.
Portugal, yes, Portugal.
Portugal's where it's at for real. If you want to make clothes these days, Portugal's where it's at. And Turkey is too, though. Turkey is the second probably best market to make clothes.
What about like India? Nah, India's trash. Pakistan is trash.
I haven't heard good things about them recently. They used to be for sure.
Bangladesh.
I try to look where Ralph Lauren makes their clothes at, but Ralph Lauren also makes their clothes in different places.
Vietnam.
But a lot of places I see now are Portugal's it.
Yeah.
Portugal and Turkey are it. So and I watch a lot of clothing making videos. Like I watch all that stuff. Oh man, rest in peace.
No.
To Oliver Miller. I don't know if you guys remember Oliver Miller. He was a basketball player. He's a bigger basketball player, real big dude, man.
Who did he play for?
Played for the Suns, played for the Mavericks. My man just shared an image.
What era is this?
On group chat. 90s and 2000s.
Oh no,
I know who he is.
I'm not a hip to Oliver Miller.
If you saw a picture of him, you'd remember him.
Let me Google my man right now.
My man was a big boy out there playing
big
ball.
Dude.
Like 300 big boy.
Yeah, man, that's a bummer, man.
Heart attack. Damn,
Like,
this nigga was 455 pounds when he was
Oh
playing.
my God. He was 55 years old.
That's too
Yeah.
young.
So rest in peace to Oliver Miller.
Rest in peace.
DJ Jerome Bacon III, I am here. Shout out to my guy, always available, hashtag Street Where Eddie. And shout out to my man, Don't Charge Abdul.
6 years. We're here. 6 years. Well, we didn't talk about a 6-year anniversary, did we? We started in what, 2019, right?
19, yes, 25.
2019, 6 years in the
We
game.
average 50 episodes a year. That's like 2 weeks off a year. It's
Come
not
on.
bad.
Come on.
Yeah, I mean, come
Not
on.
bad. It's not bad. I mean, we're a model of consistency.
Do the math.
If you are a big company that would like to send us some free stuff, please do that.
Please do that. We have a P.O. box.
Shout out to my mother. She just found Aesop, you know, that expensive brand.
Yeah,
So,
the little hand
Yeah.
cleaner joint.
Got the Aesop soap at Costco.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So she blessed the whole family with that. And
everybody hands smelling good.
everybody's hands are smelling good. My mother's also a QVC fanatic. So she texted me talking about, do you like barbecue pulled chicken, burnt ends, or a combo of both? And I said a combo. She said,
For sure.
so that's coming to the house next week. That's going to be a beautiful thing.
Okay.
I wonder how Aesop Rock feels about this brand Aesop.
He can't
Is
feel
there-
anyway.
Why?
They're luxury.
Because they different. They not.
Yeah, but what if he had that name trademarked?
He doesn't. And there's no difference.
he's Aesop Rock. They're Aesop.
He's ASAP Rocky.
No,
You're talking about
not
Aesop Rock,
Aesop Rock.
the white
Not
rapper,
ASAP Rocky.
the white backpack graffiti rapper.
ASAP Rock though.
Yeah. Well,
He's
Aesop
from
Rocky
AESO. He's from like Columbus, Ohio.
yes, spelled the same
Sounds
way.
good.
AESOP.
Yeah. Oh, dude, he's out the game. He's like
He's a
55.
buster.
I don't even think he
No,
has enough
buster.
money to sue Aesop the soap. They bleed his ass out.
Pause. Hey, yo. Bleed his ass out and then clean him up with the soap.
You know what I'm saying?
So that dude's 40. That dude's 49.
Aesop.
Who is Aesop Rock?
ASAP Rock.
Okay.
I mean, he'd have a better chance suing Aesop Rocky than
He's
Aesop.
from
himself.
he's from Long Island.
Yeah.
He had a little run in the 90s.
He did have a little run, little backpack run. Like,
Yeah.
you know, he was around the MF Doom days and all that.
Yeah. Company Flow.
Yeah.
Company Flow is dope. If you
Hell yeah.
if you were really into the underground hip hop, then it's smart to.
So is MF Doom. Yeah.
It was not,
Fire.
Doom was never commercial. He just was like
Right.
regular rap until
Yeah. I don't know if this guy was on that level of company flow and
yeah he was
Yeah,
he was
definitely
signed to
was.
the same level.
Yeah.
He was signed to Company Flow's label, Def Chucks,
Yep.
Definitive Chucks.
Okay.
But I don't think he can do anything. I think he's
And he was signed to Stone's Throw.
was he?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, he was
So-
definitely on that level. He may not have had that level of success that they did, but he could spit. He did.
Nevertheless, we're here. Do remember what's the podcast? What patreon.com/what's the podcast? Patreon steadily growing. We're growing with the free members, and it's okay. We appreciate the free members, but the work we're gonna put in for these socks is going to make you want to become a paid member.
can the
Trust-
free members hear the whole podcast or no?
No, they cannot.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
The free members get 15 minutes,
Okay, good.
depending on how busy I am on Thursdays.
Yeah.
Depending on how we edit it.
Yeah, I think the
15 to
important
20 minutes, depending on how we edit it. Yeah.
I think the important thing is they don't get the whole art. You know what I'm saying? This
No.
is a body of work.
Yeah, they get the
Every
gram.
episode is goes platinum on Patreon. And listen, you got to pay to play. We got to pay for these socks, dog. So
We already paid for the socks.
I mean,
Y'all gotta pay for the socks.
y'all got to pay for the socks.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be the best socks you've ever seen made in China.
I think we're gonna do. I think the socks are gonna be hard work, and it's gonna be something that none of us are prepared for.
I
but
mean, we already
will.
got stores talking about they want to carry him.
Yeah, but I think we're gonna have to go
Sure.
real. I think we're gonna have to go real hard body, honestly, because One, to make our money back. Two, to be prepared for a second round of socks.
Okay.
Listen, Dover Street Market already said they want to carry the socks. So,
Okay, that's new.
I mean, listen, it's what it is.
Nevertheless, man, we're here. DC, DC is just becoming weirder and weirder every day.
It really is, man.
You know what I don't understand, and I don't wish harm on anybody. So let me say that first.
Okay.
But I don't understand how people who come here for 4 years can maneuver around the city so easily and never feel the consequences of their actions.
Because they know where to move. They be on Capitol Hill and shit.
You can be a part of, you can be a House Republican, vote to defund DC police and schools, and then still go to lunch like it's sweet.
Yeah.
Nah, fam. Y'all need to be afraid to move. That's how you.
You don't. Nobody knows who they are.
It's on what's it called every day.
Their pictures and everything.
Yeah, when they do the voting, it's on public.
Yeah.
What is that? CSN or something like that? Or not CNN, but
I mean, if you follow Washington Probs, the account, they're gonna light everybody up.
Hey, how could you not have to pack your bagged up lunch today? Like that makes absolutely no sense to me. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe on Capitol Hill, dog, where everybody's the same.
All right, cool. Then everybody need to flood Capitol Hill.
That's
Capitol Hill, honestly, is not popping.
Well, look who's there. Why would it be popping with all that?
No, like it's not like there's a ton of empty storefronts. Is what I'm saying. Like it's not like it's U Street or even like Adams Morgan. You know what I'm saying? Like
so to give the people and the listeners a little bit of context regarding this, DC, because we are a district, our spending budget gets approved by Congress. Is that correct? Or by the Senate? And
yeah, I mean, we don't control it ourselves.
We don't control ourselves, which is why there's been a lot of protests about us becoming the 51st state where we have voting power, we have the power to control our own budgets, and we can set our own rules and regulations and laws within this district and eventually a state.
It's our tax money that we don't even get to get back.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
If you look at it fiscally, DC, for as small as it is, has more income tax generated here than probably majority of the middle America combined.
100%.
Easily.
100%.
All them states like Wyoming and Nebraska and North and South Dakota, you can add all them bitches up
together,
and they can't even touch what fucking DC does.
This is part of the free content, people.
So it is imperative that we do become a state. But as a result, with the new president in, we have seen a lot of pressure put on the mayor that he's holding, not just him, but him and Congress and the Republicans are holding DC's budget, which I should add was already approved last year. They're holding the budget over the mayor's head. If you don't do this, we're taking the budget away.
And
you don't do that,
though. She's been doing everything, and they still taking it.
I was down there.
Lives Matter.
I was down there. I was down there yesterday.
It's so sad.
I took the bus from the crib, got off right there on K in front of St. Regis.
Yeah.
And it's right there. And all you see people up top in the buildings. You see classrooms of people walking around like this is what it was.
So sad.
Older black people, very, very sad. You see upset young black people. You see like politicians walking by, not saying nothing, or dudes who look like politicians, whatever. You see tourists, and it's very sad. It's very heartbreaking. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where I don't think you want to. You don't want to be a part of that history.
Is it all up now?
No, it's supposed to take a month.
Okay.
What are they doing? They're painting over it, or
they're just peeling the letters off? Because I think it's like that yellow, like how they put like on the street down, like like the essentially like a sticker.
Yeah. So super sad. I think what it's supposed to do as well is be a demoralizing, backbreaking. It's supposed to hurt your pride. It's supposed to hurt your feelings, and let it. Let it, right? Let it sit in. Remember who your enemy is. My thing is, I remember who the people who don't speak up in times like this.
Earn your leisure.
Earn your leisure. And particularly, I look at the people who don't say things like this, who are not people of color.
Yeah.
You know who always says something like this? My man Neil. Neil doesn't even live in America.
Mm-hmm.
Neil's in another country. And his Instagram is always about, because he's still, he was born and bred in America, whatever. And he always has something positive to say. He's a fighter. He's an ally. But I look at some of the homies we might have played basketball with. Or I look at some of the girls who might be in the club. Or I look at some of the DJs. And it's like, family, where's your stance on this?
They be quiet.
New Drake and Future Kendrick come out. You got a big opinion.
Yeah.
They removed Black Lives Matter Plaza. You ain't said a word.
Yeah.
So it just comes down to who your allyship is. The situation in New York is the most scary, heartbreaking thing as well.
What's happening in New York?
What situation are you talking about?
You see that they basically kidnapped an activist.
From
Columbia University.
Yeah.
I thought they deported him already.
I think they were trying to deport him. I don't think they did though.
Fam, he's a green card holder. This has to be like
a student also or no?
I think he's a grad student.
Yeah.
Married to an American, got a baby on the way, and they have found a way. But you know what's the crazy thing is? There's this lady on TikTok who keeps on going up to politicians in the Senate or in the Capitol, and she rolled up on one of these two black Republican politicians who voted to have the dude taken out, and she's like, why did you guys do this to him? And the guy's just like, oh, he's a terrorist. But what exactly did he do that was terrorist like? He's a terrorist. He needs to go back. He needs to go back to his country. He's a terrorist. The guy just simply kept on responding to that in that way. That was his only response. They have nothing.
They really don't.
They really, really don't. He incited violence. He's a terrorist. Blah, blah, blah. He's a terrorist.
Did he even incite violence?
According to them, he did.
Yeah.
So you know who looks the craziest out of all this? Columbia University.
Yeah, because they didn't have his back, huh?
They didn't have his back,
but they don't want to lose their funding.
But now they're being targeted by Trump.
Yeah, good.
After shutting down all those protests over the summertime. So it's like, y'all should have learned from the jump. You should have backed the people and the peaceful protests from the jump.
He's making it like illegal, like if people like attack Elon Musk or like do something about Tesla, it's like a hate crime.
Tesla is honestly in real bad shape.
Elon Musk said he don't give a fuck. He lost like 170 billion. He was like, I don't care, I got plenty of money.
But Tesla as a brand is actually in very bad shape.
Yeah, I hope it gets worse.
People have genuinely stopped shop. I don't know if they stopped shopping at Target. I have, but I still
a lot of people have.
Right? But Tesla is actually in a really bad position where you see people, they're now trying to force Uber and Lyft to give you an option to not have a Tesla.
I love that.
Wow.
Which you can always just decline the ride if it's a Tesla, right? Mm-hmm. But they're legitimately trying to say, if it's a Tesla, let me know so I don't take that car.
There's like another like EV vehicle that
Empower.
They were like giving you like rebates if you trade in your Tesla or something like that, or like can't remember what
Gangster.
It was. Yeah, I know it's like a offshoot of like Volvo, maybe like Polestar or something like that. I don't know what it's called.
Oh yeah, but it could be Polestar. That's their EV vehicle for sure.
Yeah, and they had like some kind of like rebate if you trade in your Tesla or consider buying one instead of a Tesla. They give you so much money off. Fire.
I hope the government shuts down. Democrats are prepared to block GOP spending bill, which will then cause the government shutdown. You know who's gonna be president if everything works out. The dude who lost, Tim Walz.
Yep.
He's gonna be the next president.
Tim Walz, who's that?
He was the vice president. He was running as vice president for Kamala. Now,
yep,
he's launching a national tour of town halls in Republican House districts. So basically, he's going into their backyard and being like, "This is how he's hurting you. This is what you're doing wrong. This is why you should have rocked with us from the jump." He's gonna earn the white people's trust over the next 2.5, 3 years.
Yeah.
AOC and Bernie Sanders are going on a fight oligarchy tour.
Good.
Wow.
I love how black people can sit this out because it was not our fault.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm part of the 88%.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not their fault. I meant to say one thing when we were talking about Columbia University. Isn't the dean who heads all of this Columbia University a woman of color? She was like some.
She don't care.
Sure. I'm not sure about that.
She's a buster too.
Yeah. I still think the biggest buster of all time. Maybe we can make a T-shirt. It's Khaled.
Yeah.
DJ he Khaled. Has to be the one.
Yeah. He's evil.
He's evil.
He is walking definition of capitalism.
Yo, just like a sellout, dog.
Completely.
But the thing I
no backbone.
The thing I dislike the most about Khaled is,
let me hear it.
He is sneakers. Like we all love sneakers. He gets the sneakers, and it's just like we all have a sneaker interest, right? And so we're all like, oh man, like unfortunately, he's part of the community.
He's not.
No, right? No, he's not. No, he's not. He's rich.
Listen, however you want to call it.
Khaled is not a sneaker dude. He does not convince me in anything he says about him being a sneaker dude.
He's a get-wit, dog. He was a get-wit, dog. He likes everything.
Let me say this. This is we're gonna clip this. Khaled was handed his sneaker credibility. He did not work for it. He was not outside with it
at all.
Nothing he has done has been off his own name in the sneaker game. Nothing. It's because of his celebrity status, and it's been because of the whole shit was just handed to him, dog.
Because he can make money.
Out of here.
It's a money grab.
Listen. I could be wrong, right? All I'm saying is it just hurts me that he's even related to the community. Let me say that.
He's not though, but he's not though. He's in the celebrity sneaker community. He's not out
there. He looked at it as a spokes. Because also, if you look at it in different ways, honestly, I see Khaled wearing a sneaker. It's a very much a turn off because nothing he puts on looks good on him. Yeah. He does not make anything look good.
Well, he doesn't look comfortable in his own clothes, man. It's all a costume.
I don't think he's comfortable in his own skin, right?
Yeah, it's not genuine.
I think he is so far removed from being a person who has the smallest amount of positive feelings about his own people, right? So like you say, he's capitalism, he's cosplaying, but it's still just like, why?
Mm-hmm.
What made you sell out your people to this degree?
The almighty dollar, bro. The almighty dollar.
But you don't need any more money.
Yeah, but
your kids don't need any money.
Yeah.
Why? Because Florida's going to be underwater.
Agreed. Dirty, rotten scoundrel, man.
Yeah.
He's going to be one of those guys that apologizes on his deathbed.
That's okay.
And at that point, I don't think people should respect his opinion. You have time now to turn around. Hey man, I was wrong. I let the wrong things get to me and become a leader.
No, he won't do that.
You're not.
He won't do that.
No.
He won't do
We've
that.
also ventured too far into the free portion of tonight's show, but this is the quality you get when you buy the socks, people. When you buy the socks, you get 25 minutes of just real rap raw.
And you join our Patreon.
And we talked about Def Jux rap. Like, come on, who talks about Def Jux rap? So now we're into the get money portion. Shout out to Black Sam and the Marathon team for opening a Marathon Burger.
I love that.
I believe last weekend in LA. I don't know if you guys saw any of the footage.
I did. I love it.
It's incredible. It's incredible to see that community rally around Sam and his people. Sam had a very, very tearful. I caught a tear.
Heartfelt.
tearful because he just cried, explaining that he cooks with the chefs.
Yeah,
He cooks with the chefs because as a kid, him and Nipsey grew up cooking at a restaurant in LA or something like that. And so he's back there with the chefs. He said he's back there with the chefs 12 hours a day. No break. Because he's just so locked in and zoned in. And maybe he remembers that that's the time that he was with his brother. And, he said the chefs be looking at him like, yo, dog, you good? You all right? He like, bro, no breaks, no nothing. Let's go.
I love it.
And, man, they had every gang, both a bunch of gangs, other gangs. They're rolling 60s. I believe there was rolling 30s, and there was 8 Trey gangsters, and there was people with like the cars that are like half cars, people dancing and doing a whole 9 outside, man. So I know we're in LA, and I think we said June we're gonna be in LA as Whats'a podcast. So we're gonna check out Marathon Burger.
Black Sam, come on the podcast.
Black Sam, come on the podcast. Oh boy.
Knowledge. Come on.
Send him some socks. Send him some socks.
Ooh,
yeah.
And so that's a beautiful thing, man. Also, what else has been going on out here, man? There's been so many.
Nothing much, man. I just love the hustler mentality of Black Sam, as well as his brother, the late great Nipsey Hussle. Just that immigrant mentality that they have was so prevalent throughout Nipsey's career. Like, first to do a lot of things, the first to charge $100 for a mixtape, and be successful with it, because it wasn't just a marketing tactic. There was talent behind it. You know what I mean? He was nice with it. So yeah, I'm just glad to see his legacy continues, and I'm definitely planning. We got to go there and eat next time we're in LA. Hopefully, the wait time has died down by the time we get out there, and they've really, not because the amount of people that are going there has dropped, but more because they've figured out how to really optimize the process and get people in and out as fast as possible.
Got a better flow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of those things where TikTok is really good for. It just shows you these places in real time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And I think their hours are like 11 to 10 or something like that. And you hope that they're able to avoid the trappings that a lot of places just get unfortunately caught up with. Right? Well, stay on top of your taxes. Be overly cautious with your taxes. You know what I'm saying? Like, overpay your property tax or your business tax, or make sure all your licenses are good for 10 years longer than they're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll try to get you for the smallest thing. Just like, it's dope. If you go on TikTok, type in Marathon Burger, there's a lot of good footage of the spot, man. Opening day, stuff like that. So, very, very excited to continue to see that. I'm not gonna let the cat out the bag just yet, but the Commonwealth DRC merch, Fuego.
DRC? Who's that? The District Running Club. Oh shit.
Fuego. So
Democratic Republic of Congo.
I was about to say. Peace in Congo, by the way. Peace in Congo, peace in South Sudan, peace in Mali. Palestine, of course, and all these places, man.
Yeah.
District Run Club.
Yeah, District Running Collective, Commonwealth Collab.
That's hard.
Official.
Wow. Official. Listen, it was a group effort. Everybody helped make it happen, so you feeling really good about that.
Can we hear what the pieces are, or is it like
coach's jacket?
Okay.
There's a T-shirt.
All right.
And there's one more piece.
Running or no?
I don't know if it's a performance shirt yet. I hope it. I'm not sure yet. I don't know.
Got you.
But coach's jacket it's nice. It's nice.
Nice.
Some good stuff. I know. So it's a long-standing partnership. So it's not just a one and done.
Got you. We were actually at Commonwealth today, man. Eddie, myself, Bromar, we were hanging out outside on the block and kicking it.
You know, the one thing that I'll say, and this is no shot against any other store, but Commonwealth is still the best store to hang out at.
That's a fact.
Of all the stores, like
yeah.
Of all the stores, right?
Yeah.
You might get shot, right? It's just kind of you're staring at traffic if you're in Adams Morgan, right? Like if you're over there in
at what store?
What's it called?
Oh, Manifest.
Yeah, you're kind of just staring at traffic, right? And then somewhere, I mean, I can see somewhere being a cool place to hang out.
Somewhere's cool. They got little tables outside, little coffee shops.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what though? I do agree with you on that. I mean, Commonwealth does provide the sort of environment. I mean, even old locations. You think about it when you guys were on the other
Florida
block,
Avenue,
on Florida Avenue. You know, there was the bench outside. You could kick it outside. Eddie and I would be out there smoking cigarettes all day long.
Chiefing.
You know what I mean? And it was just a vibe, and that's continued to this new location.
Yeah, I like the new location vibe better outside though.
I think what it is though is
more action and movement on the block.
Yeah,
I think what it is too though is it's just a good city-fied environment. You know what I mean? Like somewhere it feels like it's in a newer part of town, even though it's probably an older part of town. Like I said, 8th Street, it's rough.
Yeah, it's a strong reminder of being on 14th Street. You really get to see it, and it hits you how much the city has changed.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's not Chocolate City. It's white people. What? It's they've taken over. This is it. I don't think we're gonna see a black mayor after this. Unfortunately,
probably not.
This might be the last one.
I think this is going to be the last black mayor Washington D.C. sees, and that's fucking tragic.
The thing that I've realized though is you've got to understand how like the power dynamics of this city work, and there's so many parts of the city that are in such bad shape that it's very easy to just cast people and their vote off.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I started taking Bella to school or even going to her school to be like, the money is really over here.
Yeah.
The money's on the other side of the park.
Yeah,
I'm saying, but she's on the other, like she's Tenley Town. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so like
the other side of the park.
I'm saying, so there's kids who live in Northeast 6th Ward, 5th Ward, whatever you want to call them, that don't even know about.
No,
you know what I'm saying? And
unless they're pupil placed.
But then you think about, okay, if I spend my whole life on MLK and Malcolm X, which is the worst,
Chopper City,
worst. We talked about that. The worst intersection in the city.
In every city.
But this city actually is hella small. You know what I'm saying? And then so now you go across town, 20 minutes on 295,
maybe 8 miles.
Maybe
as a crow flies, 8 miles away. Oh,
it's
totally
plush.
Different. Totally different.
It's plush. It's plush. Yeah. So the people who live in those neighborhoods, they don't want to, like, now they want to go to a baseball game. They don't want to feel unsafe going to a baseball game.
Nah.
So what they want the baseball games to look like where they live.
And it does.
And it does now. So that kicks out all those people.
Yeah.
Right. And then now you just keep creeping more and more. Like, I don't know if you guys been to Grounded yet.
No, what's that?
Grounded is dope. It's the black woman owned plant shop.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Actually, my man Leo, his girl is one of the owners.
Yeah.
Leo, who runs somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. You cross into the neighborhood.
That's Anacostia, right?
Yeah, big Anacostia.
Yeah.
But going from somewhere to Grounded is a 7-minute drive.
Not even. Yeah, you there.
But the feeling.
Yeah.
It's a whole nother world.
It's a whole nother world, B.
Yeah.
And they prep you though, because there's a little bridge right there.
Yeah.
So it's like
11th Street Bridge.
Going over that bridge,
it ain't nothing nice.
Murder.
And that's what the sad part about this city is. And unfortunately, when we're gonna start seeing budget cuts in education, in safety, when it comes to the firemen, when it comes to police, those are going to be the neighborhoods that are going to get affected the most, That's where they're gonna take
100%.
it away from,
Yeah.
because they're not gonna take it out of upper Northwest where the white people
Hell
are.
no.
Are you crazy?
Fuck no.
It's not gonna happen that way.
Not to mention, there's already so many different police forces in Upper Northwest. Anyways, you got Secret Service, you got Park Police, you got
Right.
PT Police, they're all up there.
But even education-wise,
Yeah.
those teachers and those schools are probably going to continue functioning the way they are.
Yeah, those
They're
parents that live there will make up for the difference if they
They're
have
going to
to.
make up for the difference. They'll find a way to get it done. They will put pressure on local councilmen that, yo, if you yank this shit away, you're definitely not going to get elected again.
For
and
sure.
then
We're going to air you out.
That's going to mean that it's going to be Ward 5, 6, 7, and 8, you know what I'm saying, that are going to get hit the hardest. And that's what I mean about this change in the city, man. It's fucking way too drastic.
Yeah.
But that's
way too fast.
But I think what you have to do is you have to double down on your community.
You got to punch motherfuckers in the mouth.
But you got to double down on your community, right? So, like, here's what I'm saying. You can turn the lights on and just go with that for me, please. I love you. And the other thing that I think that you just be aware of those. You have to make people. You have to make sure that you're everybody's educated about the best situations, right? Like, you can't just let things slide by. I'm not saying give up your whole life to do it. But you got to be educated on things, and like you said, you can't let people slide by on things.
You got to be an activist, man.
Our neighborhood is all we got.
Yeah,
all we got right here. You know what I'm saying? So I see, it's gonna sound kind of crazy, but I see how the Asians across the world do it. They unify. There's a Chinatown everywhere. Why is there a Chinatown everywhere? Because when the first couple people land, it don't matter where they are. They'll get up a couple businesses. We might be in the worst part of town, but we are that business.
Yeah, they loan themselves money.
We send them money back. All right, so 5 of y'all came over the first time. Here comes 15.
Yeah. You know who else does that well? It's not just Chinese. You think about Ethiopians do it well.
Mm-hmm.
Indian people do it well.
Yeah.
So there are examples within
most immigrants
immigrant families and communities tend to do that, because when they come here, the only other people that they know that they're able to speak to in their own language are their own kind.
That's why they came here.
But the only reason why I said Chinese people is because you legitimately have a Chinatown
absolutely
in every major city.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. And I think that people need to just, follow that mold. It's in a book somewhere. Read it. You know what I'm saying? What do they say? The best way to hide information from a black man's in a book? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
That is crazy.
I've heard that many times. I would hate to. I think it's in Malcolm X. Maybe he says it.
I believe that.
Malcolm X did say that. Yeah.
I think Malcolm X said it. It's either in the movie, autobiography, or he just said it in an interview. But it's crazy. I think this is just what DC is going to turn all of us into, though. Right? You're gonna have some people who are going to get upset, get violent. You get some people who are going to pick up books, and you're going to have some people who just watch from the sidelines because they don't want to shake it up too much. Right? I saw that this weekend is labeled as White People's Freaknik.
What?
Where's that at?
Because it's
why?
St. Patrick's Day.
Oh my God!
I didn't even know that was St. Patrick's Day.
So they're gonna put that green on, and mind you, I'm at this weekend too, so I know it's gonna go down.
Where you at?
No, I'm at Royal Sands.
Oh my God! But that's not a white spot though, is it?
What?
Oh, I've only been there when it's been
It is.
Hold on, where's Royal Sands at?
Navy Yard.
Oh, there it is. That's not a white people area. It's in Navy Yard.
It is the whitest of white people bars.
If you call it Navy Yard, that's where white people at, because it used to.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. You're right.
So
Crazy.
So we'll see what how it goes.
White people Freaknik, you're gonna get busy. Are you gonna be taking advantage of some of that?
You're gonna get busy on the ones and twos.
I don't.
Mom, have you ever dated a white woman?
Yes, for sure.
It's from fucking Arizona.
Yeah, for sure.
More than one?
More than one?
That's a yes.
Well, I mean,
define date.
Have you knocked off more than one?
Yeah.
More than 5?
Tell me you haven't, Abdul.
Yeah, tell me you haven't.
I haven't.
Not a 1?
I know you haven't.
No, not a 1.
Not a 1?
No. Not a full blown.
Okay, I'm just saying. Yeah, okay.
You got the half joints with daddy.
Yeah. Hey, swirlies is cool.
Hey, no, I'm telling you, those are the best ones though. The half joints with daddy issues.
No daddy issues. Just have. You crazy.
That's the best one. I don't know. Well, hey, it's all good. Let's get it. You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The white girl Freakniks. Okay.
And like, you
what
know,
what do you play at the white Freaknik?
You play
lots of House of Pain, Jump Around.
That's only one song. You gotta play Dropkick Murphys.
Wait, what?
God.
Dropkick Murphys.
Do you even have that?
Yeah, of course. Come on. You
Jerome has a whole white playlist.
I don't know one Dropkick Murphys song unless
you only have one, and it's specifically for St. Patrick's Day. However, they're an Irish band. However, they just performed in.
I saw that
clip. That they just performed in Boston, and the guy in the front row with a MAGA hat on, and dude's like, "Hey man, I just want to let you know we are the least MAGA band of all time." Place goes crazy.
Yeah, and he said, "I want to make you a proposition."
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah,
he was like, take off your shirt, and I'll give you a Dropkick Murphys shirt, or keep it on, and I'll give you $100. It's a win-win.
Because he was trying to convince the guy that the shirt was made in China or made.
And it was. It was made in like Thailand or something like that.
Yeah.
My shirt, it's definitely made in America. I made sure of it.
So what did the dude?
Took the shirt off. The dude took the shirt off and put on his shirt.
He was severely on there. I mean, he was probably gonna catch a beat.
Yeah, if he didn't try
to.
Dropkick Murphy. I've never heard of these people before.
Trust me, you have no reason to.
There's probably one song that you may have heard.
You only have one,
but
song.
You don't know the song. You just be like, I might have heard that before.
Even House of Pain now is getting old to this generation of kids, though.
Yeah.
That song probably came out in 92, 93.
Yeah.
These people were born in 2000.
Yeah, that's the oldest to them.
Plus a lot of these people that you realize they weren't even allowed to listen to rap until they got out the house.
That's true.
You can tell the kids who like old school to them is like the motto by Drake and Lil Wayne.
Seriously.
I'm so serious.
Seriously, yeah.
Play some old school. And I'm thinking like, oh, you want to hear like Curtis Blow?
Right.
He was a mob.
No, I don't even know Mobb Deep is. They'd be like, okay, play Just a Little Bit by 50 Cent or something like that. That's old school.
In the club.
If I play In the Club, they don't know the lyrics. I promise you that.
Nope. They definitely don't.
Like U2, that sort of stuff, or
U2?
I don't know.
U2 is for like
what's that
older
one song? Arizona, like I was born in Memphis, something like that.
Oh no.
There's a big white anthem where the
Sweet
song
Home
is
Alabama.
About Sweet Home Alabama. Yeah, that's the joint I was thinking about.
That
shit is an anthem. It slaps.
Yeah, but
you play that at the end of the night at a white party.
They're not leaving. They're not leaving.
Somebody's getting slapped.
But you have to. The thing is, you got to know how to follow those records up.
Or just don't play them.
Right. A lot of what
I do. Alabama might just have to be the last song you play. Like after that, you just got to turn the music off.
You don't want to end like that. It's a little racist, in the air. You know what I mean?
You don't want.
But in a white crowd where they're all racist, that's kind of how you want to end it.
Now you want to end on. You want to end on. No. You want to end on some rap.
Yep.
Oh, stick it to them a little bit.
You want to end on some rap.
Yeah, some like Biggie shit, real hard shit.
Little Biggie, but maybe even just like
palatable.
They don't do Hove like that.
Now Hove's old to them.
Yeah,
that's the oldies.
Or some ESTG. Like
like Drake. Drake is their guy.
Okay, yeah. Drake is the guy. Drake is one of them.
Or Kendrick. They want, they're not like us. They like that.
Yeah, but that's a party song now. That goes. Like, you got to play that in the middle of the night.
Hold on, didn't Drake's new album with Party Next Door have like the most Spotify downloads of any song ever in the world? I don't know about
song. I think about album.
I think Nokia or one of his songs like broke Spotify's daily stream record ever.
Yeah, Nokia is a banger.
Yeah,
we're not Nokia. For those that don't know, was produced by a Sierra Leonean kid.
He was.
Yeah.
Again,
hometown.
And for those that don't know,
on TikTok, which is beautiful.
I'm not watching yet or heard the song. What did you say, Eddie?
I said, and for those that don't know, Nokia was an old cell phone company.
Just in case you're that young.
The brick phone.
Remember the little
They had the first ones where you could take the face off and change the colors.
Yes, and that was the brick phone. That phone was indestructible.
And you could screw off the antenna and get the one that blinks crazy. All the
birds. You could not break those joints. You could drop that phone 30 times. Yeah. My man Jonas used to have it.
Yeah.
He was a man.
Yeah, Nokia goes crazy
with the swivel.
Yeah, with the swivel clip.
Hey, listen,
he was a bad.
Nokia's in the club were a different monster, right?
Yeah,
and
the battery would last 4 days.
That was like one of the first cell phones you could save contacts in.
There was
crazy.
There was what was it? What was the T-Mobile joint?
A Sidekick.
Sidekick was the game changer.
Yes,
that really put us where we are right now, right? Because right before the Sidekick.
What was your first cell phone? What was it?
My first cell phone was a Sprint Spectrum.
Yeah, I had something terrible.
And I was in 11th grade and ran up like an $800 bill.
Yeah.
And that shit was short-lived.
I had something terrible.
Been StarTech. I think that was my second phone.
StarTech was like my second or third phone, but I had like a Sprint Spectrum.
My second phone.
Because my older brother's homie used to work at the Cellular One store, so he like freaked all the paperwork for me and gave me one.
You know what? My first cell phone was a Nextel Chirp joint.
Oh, I had that too.
That was my first one. I got it from a company I used to work at, and I kept the number. That's the same number I have up to this day.
Wow, a company phone number?
Well, my phone number now. But
but it originally was a company phone.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, how did they let you port that over?
I don't know. I just wanted to keep it, and it just.
How long have you had your phone number?
1999.
First cell phone
or 2000. Ever? Yeah.
Wow.
1999, I think.
That 99 2000 went crazy though, because then when Nextel. So first of all, then here came the time ports, which were the game changers. When I have my two-way pager, I
had the time port with the matching StarTech.
I had the time port too.
The silver.
Same company. I had the time port.
Yeah.
Same company I worked for gave me a time port. I used to pull that shit out of Republic Gardens and just not even be doing anything, but just like LED light in the back, light up the joint.
Nothing to do. First of all, I had the page rider. The page rider, then came the time port, right? All right, so it's game over at this point. You're right. You get to set, but then Nextel comes out with the
Chirp.
The Chirp, but they had two. They had the one with color.
Yeah.
I-95, and it had the I-90, which was a little blue joint.
Yeah.
Little slick phone. Hey, man. And then I was selling cell phones in college my senior year on eBay. It was a tremendous hustle. It was pretty much how I paid for my senior year of college. Because we had them, and we had SIM cards in them. So I was getting $600-700 on eBay all day for them.
Wow.
Going crazy for these joints.
Unlocked phones?
Unlocked phone.
My phone number that I have now is a Nextel number, but I had it since whenever I got a Nextel.
Nextel became Sprint.
Yep.
Which is why I was riding with Sprint for a long time.
Sprint became T-Mobile.
Today, that's actually very recent.
Yeah.
Sprint became T-Mobile.
Yeah. I've been with them since.
Oh, you're still with T-Mobile Sprint?
Yeah.
I'm with AT&T.
College was ill because we wouldn't talk all day. We would just text all day. And then once 9 o'clock hit.
T9 text. That's
Or you'd put $50 on your phone and be able to talk all weekend because I was a broke college student.
Or you tell them to call you back after 9 o'clock when it's free.
I'll give you another flashback. I'm come from the time when the first minute of an incoming call was free. Yeah. So you'll be watching the phone, talk to a girl, and be like, "Oh, 59 seconds. Boop.
Let me hit you back.
Call me back. Boop. 59 seconds. That's how the conversation would happen.
Yeah.
I
And
ain't
you
never.
go on for like an hour.
Off peak.
Yeah, those were,
Hit me after
that's how-
7, yo. We talk all night.
yeah, after,
Like, call you
after
during the middle of
7
the day,
or
be
9
like-
o'clock at night, it was just you could talk forever.
Exactly.
But during peak hours, it was the only first minute was
First
free.
minute free. After
And-
that, 25 cents a
Yeah,
minute.
so
or
as
something.
soon as that joint, she could be on a landline. You'd be like, yo, as soon as it hits 55 seconds, I'm hanging up. Just call me
Yep.
back.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
what a
Obviously,
time.
this is if you guys were not able to experience the '90s.
Yeah.
Yo,
different
I still
time.
mix the Nextel with the chirp. That shit was the best shit ever, dog.
Shirt was cool. It just
The
somebody would
walkie-talkie.
trip
That was cool.
You didn't even know it was gonna hit you. That was a little scary.
Yeah.
Well, what I didn't like was you couldn't control. You could be in somewhere where you didn't need to hear somebody, and your peoples would just chirp you in and just start talking, and they
Yo.
would speak.
I used to
Yo.
wait till you be ordering something at the store and then cuss the person at the store out.
Yeah, it was wild times.
Yeah, it was
Crazy.
Good times though, man. The '90s obviously was the
Yeah,
podcast.
good
300.
times.
Be alive.
We did a bit of reminiscing right there.
Yeah. Which I also I was reminiscing yesterday. I found an old DVD, a bootleg DVD that I bought on eBay. I don't even know, maybe 20 years ago, and it was this documentary called Sneakerheads.
I remember that.
And so I started watching it, and man, took me back, bro. I mean, they had old interviews with rest in peace Clark Kent, Angelo Bache, Will Whitney. This is maybe 2003 Nam DeGuerre days.
Wow.
It filmed in there. I mean, my boy Izzy, who's now with Jordan Brand and is a designer with Jordan Brand, worked at 21 Mercer. He was in the documentary for a quick second. Who else did they talk to? Oh, Ducky was in there.
I say Bobito.
Bobito was in there, but Ducky was in there. He went to the Fresh Out the Box sneaker show in New York with that Air Rev had put on. My man Alex Wang, Retro Kid, was in there. Man, it was a dope documentary, bro. Just really, really took me
You got
back.
a DVD player or you watched it on your laptop or something?
No, I watched it on laptop and streamed it to the TV.
So,
But it was just it just really, really took me back to that amazing time of growing up and hunting for sneakers and searching and going places, and everything was based around sneakers for me in that time. You couldn't tell me shit. I was so obsessed with sneakers at that time in my life that
When was this?
what's changed?
well, a lot has changed. I just I can't.
now
obsess.
you don't have to hunt. They just come to you.
Right.
Nah, it's a lot has changed. A lot has changed.
No,
My
for sure.
priorities have changed.
Of course, you got a whole
You know,
family now.
I got kids now, and I got a lot more things and headaches and things like that to worry about. Where I had that sort of freedom at that time. Even with the limited amount of money, I
That's
just
all that
felt
mattered.
free. You know what I mean? I was able to do whatever the fuck I wanted and be places, dip out, had nobody to answer to. And I still get to do all of those things, but it's different. We're older now, and
For sure.
just that element of youth and just hunting for sneakers and going places and not giving a fuck about anything was just such an amazing time in life, bro. So that documentary really took me back. Who else was in
This was in the 2000s.
Oh yeah. They filmed it, I think maybe 2002 to maybe 2005.
It was crazy is in 2002, with the exception of maybe like Stash and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You can get the same shoes in Hampton, Virginia, that you can get in New York.
Yep. All those little sporting goods
all
stores,
the mom and pop stores.
all
have
the mom and pop stores.
Same shoes in Hampton, Virginia, and that whole 757, 804 from Richmond to Virginia Beach.
You could get them here in DC too.
I'm saying, yeah, but I'm just saying to be a not large city,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's literally 7 cities.
Yeah,
You
but
could
you
get
could get them down there. They wouldn't sell out. They'd be sick. You could get
everything.
them.
If you had just an interest in sneakers, you could get anything you
Up
wanted.
here, you had to go against people like Abdul.
And if you waited long enough down there, you could be like, okay, I'm not gonna go to Hampton. I'm not gonna go to Norfolk. I'm gonna go to Suffolk.
I used to know when Abdul would go to the sneaker store because he would buy my size before I could.
Right? So you can go to Suffolk, Virginia. You go to Suffolk, Virginia, which is like going to Laurel, right? And there's nobody in Suffolk, Virginia. All they have is one mall. Every major city down there has a mall.
And nobody's in the mall. Nobody's buying the shoes.
And you'd be like, oh man, these shoes came out 2 weeks ago. I know y'all. And you go in there and have a full size run.
I used to call. I used to be in the phone book and call every single shoe store from here to Richmond.
Yeah,
hold it, and they will hold them for you.
Yeah. Well, I used to do one even better because I worked at Champs at Foot Locker at the time. I would just call other stores and whatever they had, put in the SKU number, find out what stores have it, call it, and they would just ship it to my store for free.
Yeah.
And so, man, I had all kinds of things happening at that time, bro. I was just completely obsessed with sneakers. Amazing. DC had a good run, man. We had some good sneaker spots.
Yeah.
If you look on that F Street corridor back in that day, you know, the Racket and Jogs and the fucking Holabirds and, you know, Cavaliers and Prince and Princess and GT Players. And I mean, the list goes on and on and on, man.
Yeah.
You know, we had some amazing sneaker spots. Then you go up to Baltimore and Sports Smart was there. Charlie Rudo and fucking Downtown Locker Room and Cinderellas and man, the hunt was absolutely amazing. And then, you know, go up to Delaware and Jersey and Philly and it was a beautiful time.
That's what I'm saying. Like Virginia was so good. It was 7 cities. You could not go wrong unless you just only did Norfolk or Virginia Beach.
Yeah,
you were trying to lose. But anything else, man.
So the documentary also talked about, you know, they were cool with the Air Life people, and when Air Life opened up in 2002, and then
Rivington Club,
and then it was robbed in 2003. I don't know if you guys remember this. I remember hearing about it, but they had footage of it right where after it got robbed, because when the blackout happened in 2003, the only stores that got looted in New York City were sneaker stores.
That was a dope store. It looked like a cigar,
beautiful,
like a whiskey cigar bar in there.
You hit the little thing.
You hit the door. You got in, and
the ground was like burgundy. The carpet was like burgundy, baby.
Yeah, it just looked like a
wooden panels everywhere. The shit looked
cases. Like it was
private social club.
Yeah, that's exactly what they. I didn't realize what the inspiration for
like Rivington Club, like a private social club.
They said they based it on a British men's gentlemen's club,
and that's what
British gentlemen's club, and that's what I was like. Oh my god, it looks just like that. It seems very sophisticated and you know what I'm saying, high and mighty, and so I get it now. But I did not know that
they had like each one had like a light over it, and
exactly. Dope. Everything was highlighted in there, man, and they did an amazing job. It was the first of its kind.
Yeah, everything was marked up like 100x.
Nah, they weren't really marked up.
I don't know. I bought a pair of Jordan. I bought a pair of black Jordan 5s. I think I paid like $550 for them. Back then.
You know what? Because at that time, if you went there
but they hadn't retroed or anything. I think I was buying somebody's collection that they put out.
Well, what they were doing, and this is what happened in the sneaker game, and they actually showed these people the relationship between some of these stores. Before they had accounts, they were going to places like Japan and just buying out shit and bringing it back. That's how Prada started. Prada was coming to America buying suitcases and boatloads of sneakers from everything in downtown Brooklyn and all the mom and pop spots, from the Indian joints, Fulton Street, every place that these dudes, they will buy sneakers and take them back to Amsterdam and selling them over there at a marked up price. That's how sneakers and stuff started.
Wow.
Peter and Eric were coming to America and buying sneakers and taking them back to Sweden.
Like kids here were going to Japan buying shit, bring it back. They were
and so there was this. It started this sort of a trading amongst stores at that time.
Yeah.
My boy Magdi in London was doing that. He had slamming kicks, opening up shit, and had relationships with places in Japan and places in America, all over Los Angeles, all these places, and everybody was trading. Yo, I got all the JD Sports exclusives. I'm gonna send them all to you. You send me everything from over there. You
Yeah.
got all the code.jps. I'm gonna send you everything from over here.
Yeah.
You send me every. So that's I think when you bought those sneakers, it might have been around that time before they
definitely was.
actually became
It's like when
real
that's like maybe like
retailer.
first few months that store was open.
For sure. All
And
those things were
they
people's
weren't even,
collections.
they weren't even retroed yet. Like I had them, and motherfuckers was like, "Where the fuck did you get those?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. That's
And I
So
paid
that
$550 from like
later
what year
on,
was that?
and once
02?
they actually became a retail partner to Nike, if the prices were marked up, I don't think they were
Yeah.
100x or anything crazy, you know?
Yeah, it was dope.
What a time, man. What a fucking time, bro.
I like what was that store? Nort.
Nort,
I was,
Eldridge Street,
yeah,
I
right next
think is
to
where it used to be.
it was right next to that girl that store like Misbehave or something like that.
I vaguely remember that. Yeah.
Right next door to it. And then I think
Abdul reported live from the Chase B hat drop this past weekend.
Oh shit.
But
Yeah.
which Abdul can give us some more information in a second. But Chase was, I guess he was interviewed by Complex, in which he stated that he always credited DC for everything he knew about streetwear.
Wow.
Yeah, he basically says that,
It makes sense.
you know what I'm saying, because of wearing ball shoes, New Balances, A6 Jordans 15 and up. I learned all that from being in DC.
they definitely weren't doing that in Houston.
Right.
No.
Also, he came here and really became his own person, you know?
Yeah.
This is where he started moving
Most
around.
people do that when they go to college, when they move away
when
to
they go
college, right?
So that's when you're most influenced. You're seeing people from other walks of life, people from other places. You're noticing how people dress. You're adapting to the city you're in
Yeah.
and dressing like that as well and picking up things. It makes sense. It makes absolute sense.
And
Yeah.
so
Telling his style. He got a DC style.
you always have a fitted on. When did that become a signature part of your style? It started out when I was at
Chase
Howard.
used to come to Commonwealth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this Chase and I go way back, as I'm sure all of us do. But he was a shopper. Him and Chubby, Jay Murphy, their whole clique of guys who were, getting busy now, doing their thing. They were Commonwealth shoppers for sure. Do you have any particular memories connected to fitted? DC in general has shaped my whole fashion sense. Wale said recently that DMV is quietly the most influential region in the world. I always credited DC for everything I knew about streetwear culture. He's just very. I remember Wale was shooting Nike Boots video at Howard Homecoming my freshman year, and he said that was, very just influential for him. So, shout out to Chase, man. Shout out to the drop. I know we saw Abdul. We saw you were there at the.
Yeah, man. I will say this, that they came out and showed Chase a lot of love, and
Did they have enough hats for everybody?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I hope everybody. I will say not everybody got the size they were looking for.
Let me ask you another question. Were the ones that were released here in the DC metropolitan area, was it only the Nationals hat, or they had only Nationals?
Yeah. So actually, that's how I ended up going. I was fortunate enough to get gifted a hat by Chase a couple of weeks back, but I was talking to a friend of the show, Cousin B. Cousin B was gonna be out of town this past weekend for work, and he's originally from St. Louis, and he's like, "Yo, I need that St. Louis joint." I was like, "You know what? I'm gonna go grab it for you."
Yeah.
So my intention was to go get him the hat, the St. Louis Chase B collab. And when I got there, I realized they were only selling the Nationals hat over here.
Did you get another one?
No, I didn't. The line was really, really long.
Abdul was the dude that showed up already wearing the hat.
I actually was wearing the hat.
Mr.
That's
Humble
true.
Brag. He would show up at the Jordan release wearing the Jordans before they came out.
Broken in.
Yeah.
Oh, I already got 5 pairs of those.
I definitely was doing that. I was an asshole.
I don't think the actual shoes
That's
drop.
what it's about.
But they don't drop till this weekend, though, right? That's the
Yeah, so
actual
the hats
drop.
are dropping globally this weekend on Lids and Lids stores as well as Lids online.
So all Lid stores are going to get restock of the said city that they're in? Or
not restock. The only place that had the Lids, that had the collab early in the Nationals hats, was the DC Pentagon City store.
And he worked there.
Because he worked there.
Yeah.
But, so that's the first store that had only store that has released them so far.
Yes. But this weekend they'll be available online, all the cities as well as, and I think the Pentagon City store is probably going to get every other city at this point. So
I don't think he made a Diamondbacks one. Slipping.
Diamondbacks.
You gotta get a Nationals one, bro.
Where's Diamondbacks at?
Arizona.
Oh, Arizona.
Jerome, at this point, you've lived in DC longer than you ever lived in Arizona.
Never claiming this. Hell.
Yeah, I don't think there's an Arizona one. I don't remember seeing
what a
like
Too white.
Yeah.
They
didn't ask him how he chose the cities. I would be curious.
I just skipped through the interview. I didn't really.
Oh, okay.
I don't really.
I would be curious to see that. And Chase was actually here, man. I spoke to him on text, and I was like, yo, they're out here. And he was like, dog, are you still there? I'm on my way there right now. But he was in and out, man. I think he came into town specifically for this release and hung out a little bit, and then hopped on a flight and had to get to Boston for a gig. So listen, the city showed him a lot of love, man. I think that speaks volumes about the type of person he is and the love he's shown to the city, and the people are showing it back.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
It's a beautiful thing, man. Yeah. At this point, we're gonna say, what is Abdul watching?
What am I watching? Oh man, this whole week I actually watched the Formula One show. The new
episodes?
Yeah, new episodes, bro. The Formula One show that talked about the 2024 season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm a F1 fan, bro. I'm gonna try to go to a race or two this year. I don't know where, but whoever can hook me up with tickets, I'm gonna go there. Where would I like to go? You know where I would like to go watch F1 is I'd go to, like, I don't know about Monaco. Monaco looks like it smells. I'd go to Qatar or some shit.
Monaco smells like money.
Maybe that's why I don't want to go.
I went to in Vegas. This shit was fire in Vegas.
Yeah, I'd go to Vegas, or I'd go to Japan. They have a race
or Miami. Miami's lit too.
I don't want to go to Miami.
Just for F1, not to go to Miami, just to go to F1.
I don't even want to fucking deal with Miami. Miami's a fucking, it's madness on big events, weekends, and I just don't want to deal with it.
Close.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with it. But I'd go somewhere. I'd go to Montreal. Montreal would be dope. Yeah, Montreal would be fire, and it's an hour flight.
Montreal's only an hour flight from here.
I mean, I'm guessing it's like an hour. Toronto's an hour.
Yeah, hour and a half.
Toronto's an hour. It's like an hour, 5 minutes.
Does the clock go back at all, or still same time?
Nah, same time.
Yeah. Montreal got to be close to the same.
Yeah. Yeah, let's look that up. I want to go to Montreal. I've never been.
Neither.
How flight time from DCA to Montreal?
2 hours?
Oh no, it's longer. 1 hour 45.
Yeah, that's what I thought, like an hour and a half or something.
Yeah. DCA
that's
to
still
Toronto. Nothing. Damn, DCA to Toronto is an hour 40? What am I? I'm tripping. Okay. I thought it was an hour. Yeah. So yeah, about 2 hours.
That's nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing.
That's the same flight to Miami.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, man. We gotta go and check out F1 this year.
Don't they do F1 in Baltimore?
Nah.
Hell.
What race is that in Baltimore?
the 12 o'clock boys, dirt
Nah,
bike.
they do a race where they shut down the city in Baltimore.
Not F1 though, dog.
Nah,
They do a race.
Them F1 cars can't even ride on them streets
Nah,
in Baltimore,
nah.
dog.
No way.
Trust me. Hold on.
No.
They don't do. Dog, trust me, they definitely do not do F1 in Baltimore.
So they might.
They might do
thinking
F none, but they're not doing F1.
we started teasing F1 stuff in DC last summer.
did.
They had the
They
Red
did.
Bull F1 thing happening.
They did.
It would be amazing to see
They have
them.
it's the Grand Prix of Baltimore.
That's different.
I don't know what
Presented
that
by
is.
SRT. It's the IndyCar series.
Oh,
and
okay.
the American Le Mans series race
That's different.
held on a street circuit in Baltimore. Listen, if you're
That's a different type of crowd, though, bro. That's like
if you're willing to try, that means there's something there for them. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think Kellen did Vegas. He said it was
Kellen,
just too much.
I was out there when Kellen was out there, and we never got to link up because I was too wrapped up on the
Oh yeah,
tables.
because you couldn't even get across the street or something.
Yeah, the whole everything was
Yeah.
blocked off, and I was stuck on the table. And Kellen was like, "You missing out?" And I'm like, "I can't move, bro."
Yeah.
It's like
See?
barricades and cars racing by on the whole street in front of me.
Wow.
You
And
feel
the
like
hotel where I was staying at was like pretty much like the start of the race, so like everything was blocked off.
Mm.
You couldn't take an Uber out of there, nothing. We was stuck.
So it's all good. So
Yeah.
you know, it is what it is. I think that racing is a big deal, but it just seems like the money connected to racing is not pretty.
Oh, it's stupid.
The community connected to racing, I don't think, is a
That
pretty
is like
community.
the
The
sport in the
team
world,
that
dog.
wins the constructor championship, and this past year it was McLaren.
Mhm.
Take a guess as to how much money they take home in one season for winning the whole thing.
Probably $50 million.
130 million
There you go.
for one
For
day's
what?
one day's work.
for one.
For
No,
what?
for one season.
You didn't save a life. You didn't make anybody's life
Yeah.
better. You did nothing but run a car and burn up fuel in the desert.
Yeah, I just don't. I did not even realize that F1 had this sort of.
How much money does Lewis Hamilton make a year? He makes
That's
more than
better.
that. He
And
makes
he's
more
going
than
to be
one
racing
season.
with Ferrari now.
He's on
How
Ferrari now.
much is Lewis Hamilton getting paid?
Exactly. Stupid bread.
Lewis Hamilton is reportedly set to earn a substantial $100 million per year at Ferrari.
And if he wins, bigger
Hamilton. Yeah. This includes his base salary, sponsorships, image rights, and potential bonuses. And in comparison, in 2023, Hamilton earned an estimated $55 million at Mercedes. He's almost doubled it by coming to Ferrari.
I mean,
I need him to win, man. If he wins one more championship, he has the most amount of championships out of any F1 racer in history.
yep, he will.
At 8, and he needs,
Ferrari's going to make him win this.
Ferrari's got to make him win. Ferrari
he's
came
gonna-
in second.
Yeah.
Red Bull came in third, and I hate the dude from Red Bull.
The Red Bull car is a Honda.
It's a Honda. That's right.
It's a Honda.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I hate that dude, Christian Hornier or
Yeah.
whatever his name is. He's a nasty little dude, but yeah, listen.
Either way, man, this is again the money in the community and all that stuff is
Yeah.
just
First world problems.
first world problems, bro. New music, I have no idea what's out. I just whatever's out. I've been making a lot of music. We got new music coming out next week. Me and my man Joe Palmer. The music has been mastered, so we're just waiting for the. No, it's back. So we're sitting on both mixes. Georgia Smith remix and a
Remix or edit?
remix. We completely
Okay.
flipped the song, and then Little Sims, probably more of an edit, but cool. Jersey joints, 140 BPMs, get you on a
Little
dance.
Sims is that actress, isn't she? British actress
I'm
from
not, she might be an
Top Boy?
actress as well, but she's a rapper.
Yeah.
Dope though. So Joe and I are just continuing. We're back in the studio Friday. I think Friday might be an administrative meeting though, just locking in artwork and our story, our approach to releasing music this time is going to be better. The more you learn about it, the more you improve and you're better. So
For sure.
should be fun. What's the podcast? We knocked it out again, episode 300. If you've been with us 6 years, 6 months, or 6 days, 6 weeks, we appreciate you.
If you've been with us 6 years, you better be on that Patreon.
Yeah. Shout out to Steve Authentic for being there since day one.
Yeah.
Silent Tom. To our early collaborators. We used to record on Monday nights in deep Northeast.
In person.
All or nothing.
In person. All or nothing.
God damn. In person was crazy, wasn't it?
Do in person soon.
That shit was fire. I liked it.
Yeah. We gotta do that again. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, let's go. Let's get it cracking.
Just tape at Commonwealth after hours one night.
Nah, I'm good. I hate being in there.
I hate being in there. Okay.
Nobody wants to stay at work late.
I respect that.
Yeah, I'm very much so like been here 9 hours, don't want to be in for another 3. You know, that's how I feel. So.
Jerome don't even say peace when he's out.
Like when time to go home in the night?
Irish goodbyes.
First of all, if I get there before you, I'm leaving before you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Like, oh, you should have been at 12:45. I'll be gone by 6. You know, so it's all good though. Commonwealth and District Running Collective very soon.
Word.
And shout out to my man, always available. Hashtag Shira Eddie.
Peace, fellas.
Shout out to my man, Don't Charge Abdul.
Yes, sir. Nigel Sylvester.
Nigel Sylvester, if that's what you're into.
Jordan SB4s. I need those. I need like 4 pairs of those.
I saw this new Ralph Lauren coat that I need in the worst way, but I don't really need it. So we're out. Peace.
Peace.